Hello, crafty people. This is Dawn at Dawn H Creates. Wow, this is a different intro. I don't even remember what I usually say. Anyways, hello everybody, and hope you are having a wonderful Sunday. I went out back to a couple of craft stores last night because I had a couple of things to return. Excuse me. And I returned a few things, and then I went back and did a little more shopping. So at Hobby Lobby. Oh, actually, I did not need to return something at Hobby Lobby. I had to research something at Tuesday morning, but Tuesday morning is right next to Hobby Lobby, so my husband did the return for me, and I ran into Hobby Lobby because I bought some glitter paper there the other night that I just showed in a recent haul video, and I had forgotten to purchase my titanium silver, which is like a little bit of an aged silver glitter paper. So I ran back in to grab those, and they look like a little bit of a different color, but that's okay. It works for me. I love that it's not as bright and shiny of a silver, but this is called titanium, and while the paper crafting paper studio stuff was still 50% off, I went in and grabbed 2 of those, and then I used my coupon and picked up some of this matte Mod Podge. Now I live in Florida where it is very humid, and I don't use Mod Podge a lot. I've used the glossy one a few times, and I almost feel like my project has a little bit of sticky due to the humidity here, you know, tropical climate. So I'm going to try this matte, and I've talked to some folks that say they like it, so I'm going to give it a whirl. All right, and then I did have something to return at Joann's, and oh my gosh, I can't remember what I returned. Anyways, when I was there, I saw an end cap of these vintage Simplicity, well, let me say that there was an end cap of Simplicity with these Christmas vintage things. So these were 3 different, what do you call them? Christmas stickers, like the to and from. And these were 70% off as a doorbuster yesterday. I don't know if the sale is continuing. And then they had a whole bunch of gift tags as well. So those were pretty cool. So they had these 3 designs on the tags, and I may or may not use them, or I just may use them in, like, you know, I want to make a vintage sewing book at some point. I love these images. So really and truly, how cool are these? They could be used as tags, or I can just cut them up. So for 70% off, oh my goodness, how amazing. So I picked those up, and then I got this, and are they the same all the way through? Yes, they are the same all the way through. So that's why I got all 3. I couldn't remember. Look at these, Define Naughty. I mean, oh my goodness, they are cuter than the next. I think she is gorgeous. And really, I love this top lady here too. Just awesome. So this was so exciting. These were $3.99. They have a lot more pages than that first one I showed you. And this, again, was a different style. Look at her with the bead jolly. Look at her in her dress down here. Well, like, I guess I could open this up. Aren't they just wonderful? They look so fancy. So I picked those up, and they had different gift bags too. They were still 70% off, but they were a little pricier. I really wanted to buy some just to cut them up. So then I was up there. Oh, and I also got these the little wood pieces, and I loved these. The old-fashioned sleigh rides, like if you make junk journals or whatever, these could be great on a cover. Cut your own Christmas trees. To me, these very vintage look and feel. I love these. So that's what I had purchased. Oh, in addition, I went back and got one more of these very pale pink velvet. So I was up there, and I had purchased those items, and I was talking with the lady at the front counter. It was not too long before they were going to close, and it had been a busy day, so we were talking about the vintage things, and she was telling me about her sister, like back in the day in the 60s, where she, her sister actually worked for Simplicity, and like she showed me a picture of her sister styling Suzanne Day back, or Susan Day, not Suzanne, Susan Day. You remember her from the Partridge Family? Where she was styling her, I think for a magazine back in the day. So we just got to chatting. It was not busy in there. And then she was like, well, did you see the other Simplicity thing? So she was telling me about these bags, and I had a 60% off coupon. So I got this, and she actually let my husband use the 60% as well. And I found these great rubber stamps. So this was very cool. This was $16.99, and with my 60% off, I think this came up to $70 and change. So look at this. It's a contents of 16 gift tags, 2 rubber stamps, ribbon and ink. So let's open this up and look at it. I was so excited to see this. And by the way, if you have not seen, I've not seen anybody haul them, but you know, Hobby Lobby has just did their clearances. Here's a little ink pad. Okay, there is white rounded tags, and then these cream with the regular traditional tag shape at the top. But at Hobby Lobby, they are carrying now, I saw them, I have not purchased them yet, but they have a set of these Vintage Simplicity stamps at Hobby Lobby in their craft section. So those are on my wish list. So anyways, I saw these and I was like, oh my goodness, wow. So I have not tried these yet, so I'm going to give them a whirl. All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by and watching. I think I'm going to try to come back and try some stamping with these. So see you in a bit. All right, so I am back. So I went ahead and stamped out the rubber stamps, and they seem to be good quality on the red rubber. They are trimmed out well. So I went ahead and stamped them out and colored them up. I kind of tried to emulate how they treated them here as far as the coloring. This seemed to be like watercoloring, and really they only colored in the dresses. They kind of left their hair and the shoes blank, so they were done very simply. So this one here I colored in with the Spectrum Noir alcohol marker, and I think I got a pretty good effect. And then I did color her hair on this one. I've added a little bit of washi tape. Here's some brown velvet ribbon, gold twine. This is some Stampin' Up! Twine that I have hoarded since they stopped carrying it in their store. And then this one here, I used this old Stampin' Up! Not Quite Navy. This is an ancient ink pad, and I used a water brush, and I had a re-inker, so I used the top of this ink pad kind of as a palette. So this color actually came out a little softer. It was quite pigmented, but I like how that came out, and I did use the water brush with the brown ink for her hair. This one here, I did kind of ground her, and of course added the washi, the brown velvet. So I really like how these two turned out. Yeah, and then these ones, oh, I did color in her shoes on that one as well. This one I left blank. And then these two, I did just color the dresses. So this one is alcohol markers again. Did add a little bit of washi, and I did take my black pen and added some polka dots to the pink dress. And then I've just added some seam binding and some silver twine here. And then these here, I did the water pen in Stampin' Up! Rose Red and the Not Quite Navy again, where I did a little lighter where it wasn't as pigmented. Wasn't sure about this washi tape choice, but I was kind of pulling out the blues, and I think in the end I kind of like how it turned out. So yeah, what a ton of fun these are. And then I went ahead and cut out some of the gift tags. So I went ahead and used this one here. So I used, I think, all of those ladies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think so. So this one here, I pulled out this stamp from Hobby Lobby. I think I've had this a while. Laugh Until It Hurts, and I liked the orientation. So I've added some seam binding, and I think that turned out great. And this one here, I've also got this old Stampin' Up! This little splatter stamp, probably my most used stamp, so I've added some of that. Limited edition, added some ribbon from my stash, some more gold twine, and then this one here, word sticker that says Rise Above. I've used whole reinforcers too. These are my sticker ones from a Heidi Swap that I've had for a very long time. I love to use those. This one here, I added some gems, the word fabulous, more seam binding, and then last but not least, another one that says Laugh Until It Hurts, and some more seam binding. So these were a ton of fun to make, and I love how these turned out. So thanks so much for stopping by and watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. If you're into these, definitely check out Joann's. Watch for their sales and their coupons. So alrighty then, until next time.